Hey YouTube, hi my subbies. I see I'm getting up there in subbies. So how you doing today? I'm glad everybody switched from So Renee TV since they wasn't trying to give me my coinage, honey. So I'm glad everybody switched from So Renee TV until this swanky home we have right here at Aaliyah 7403. I always forget that. I don't know why. But today I wanted to discuss, since this is a perfect me day, which is always on Sundays, discuss something that's near and dear to me and as many as 5 million women in the United States. Who knew? Something somebody else had. Well, I have signs or symptoms of something called PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome. And because I have that, it's hard for me to even have children. And don't get me wrong, I do have a couple rugrats running around, but it's kind of hard for me actually now that I'm married and I want another one as my career takes off. And I just want another baby. I love babies. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about that. And some people don't know what it is. Some people are, some women, because men don't even give a shit. But some people, some women need to know what this is, because it is because, and I say this so many times, it is because we are big. I mean, it can't be anything else but the fact that we are big. Um, I know skinny people that had it, but they get pregnant like this. So it's just not. I think it's an obesity problem. It's one of the symptoms of obesity, and women with PCOS typically have like high levels of androids. More, they are sometimes called male hormones. So you have more male hormones than female hormones, and so you get the hair, the acne, the weight gain, the problems with the ovulation, little cysts on your ovaries, and this basically makes you have a problem because it affects a woman's menstrual cycle, her ability to have kids, her hormone, her heart, her blood vessels, her appearance. So you see, well, you probably don't see it on me, but when you see the girls with the black on their faces and their necks are black sometimes, and they have like a bunch of hair all over, it's because they're suffering from polycystic ovary syndrome. Let me get into why I this is near and dear to me. Last year I got married, even though we was together for almost forever. Before that, we had kids before this. I was on my all-time high. I lost about 30, 40 pounds. So I was from 290 all the way up until 260. Fat in the wet and dressed really quite well, baby. But after the cruise, which was in April, after our honeymoon, I got pregnant. Like, I think on the honeymoon, I got pregnant. And once I got pregnant on my honeymoon, 4 weeks later, I lost it. And it was, they called it a chemical pregnancy. It was like, what, my lining wasn't there. They just was like, okay, we'll try again in a couple of months. So I got pregnant in a couple of months. And this time, this was in June. I got pregnant in June. I miscarried in August. And because I miscarried in August, that was like 9 weeks. Basically, had to go through an actual miscarriage. And that was like the worst thing, other than the sleep study I had to go through the other weeks. But that was like one of the worst things, and it hurt my feelings so bad because I actually wanted a baby. Now, like I said, polycystic ovary syndrome, PCOS, affects your menstrual cycle. Up until last year, when I met my wonderful new doctor, Dr. Ray Lane, out of West Orange, I didn't have a regular period. And she got me on the fertility pills, and I was taking the Clomid, I was taking the metformin, and she was boosting it up too. So every 2 months we'd go another 50. So I was up to 200 milligrams of Clomid with 1,000 milligrams of metformin, and she said she knew that I was gonna get pregnant, but it didn't happen. Let me pause this because I smell something burning in my house, and I will hate that I'm on fire while I'm talking to YouTube. So YouTube, I had to really do this one over because after I thought my food was burning, it wasn't. But I had to really do this one over. So basically what I was saying was because after I got my gorgeous, nice, sexy, I love my doctor. Her name is Dr. Ray Lang out of West Orange. After me and her decided to figure out what was wrong while I was having miscarriage after miscarriage, she just put me on a full hormonal treatment. I had, I hate saying it's like you want to say what you gotta say, but you say instead. Like who has that? Anyway, she put me on a full hormonal treatment, which included metformin and Clomid. First, it started off at 50. We did 50 for 2 months, then we did 100 in 2 months, then we did 150, and then we had 200. We stopped at 200. I stopped at 200 because after that, it was getting to a point where I was like questioning whether I wanted to really actually do this. I didn't want to like go through this whole situation again and then don't get pregnant. I didn't want that, and it was like every month there was another letdown and another letdown and another letdown, and I wasn't pregnant. So May of this year came, and I got my last period because my periods was controlled because I took the metformin and the Clomid. It was coming every 28 days like clockwork, but I was getting let down. So I just said, fuck it. I'm not going to have any babies. I'm going to make sure I go to school. I'm going to make sure I finish my book. I'm going to do things first before I try to implement the child thing, the baby thing, the baby plan. And that worked. And it's been working because I said, fuck it. If I don't have a period, I don't have a period. It's not hurting me. I can have sex whenever I feel like it. And if I didn't feel like it, I won't have sex. But a period wouldn't be what was stopping me. Um, see? Oh. All right. So after that, May the 22nd, I went to Myrtle Beach, chilled in Myrtle Beach, had sex, got my life, honey. Anyway, with my husband, of course. And after that, I came home thinking I was pregnant. Nothing happened. So that was my last Clomid. I didn't take any more. And I ain't take no more metformin until after I started seeing my gastrologist and my general doctor so we could do the gastric bypass. I do have mild diabetes and I do have PCOS, which is linked to obesity. So, up until, and mind you, up until Friday, I hadn't had a period. That was 2 whole months of not having a period. And I contribute the fact that my period came on Friday to the fact that I lost 8.8 pounds. Yay me. I need to get some spirit fingers going on. And the fact that I started taking my daily metformin every day. My period came down and it's doing what it needs to do. I fucking hate periods, but it's doing what it needs to do. So I contribute that to basically the fact that I'm big. Not being able to have kids is something big people have to worry about. Even small, I know. I'm not gonna talk about them. The skinnies. I'm not. That's their thing. I want to be them one day. Not really skinny, but as the ovary makes android genes than normal. Androgens are more male hormones than female, and high levels of these hormones affect the development and the release of eggs during ovulation. Researchers also think insulin may be linked to PCOS, so that's why they had me on the metformin, which is glufonage. The girl, child, I don't know. Anyway, many women with PCOS has too much insulin in their body because they have a problem using it. Excess insulin appears to increase production of the male hormone. Okay, so the male hormone can make you look like a fucking man. You will have acne, excessive hair growth. You will have no ovulation at all, and you will have a bunch of weight gain. The symptoms, those are the symptoms of the PCOS, and then you have no fertility. You will not have no babies. You can't get pregnant. Infrequent and absent or irregular menstrual periods. Hirsutism, which means you have the growth on your face of hair on your face, your chest, your stomach, your back, your toes. Now, with your toes, I really think because my toes be having some hair, honey. I don't know. I'm gonna need the weed whacker for that one, but yeah, I don't know. The cysts on your ovaries, of course, acne, oil skin, or dandruff. Now, if you can't see, I've been natural for a year, and I always have dandruff. I don't know why. And the more I moisturize or try to put something in my hair, it eats it up, it sucks it up like a sponge, and then I still have like cakes and cakes of dandruff. So that's one of the symptoms. Weight gain, usually extra weight around the waist, male pattern baldness or thinner hair. Because mind you, like I said before, this thing makes you seem like a man because all the testosterone, testosterone. Mind you, I'm a writer. I write. I don't speak. So if I got some of these words wrong, mind you, people pay me for shit like this. Patches of skin on your neck, arms, breasts, thighs that are thick and dark brown or black. All big girls, babies, y'all have these, ladies. I understand. My subbies, y'all know we go through that. And I'm gonna do a video on the darkening of the neck and the arms because I can't be skinny looking like a bag of money and my underarms when I lift them up is fucking black. I'm not gonna do that. So I think the next video I'm gonna do next video is shoegasm. So the next week after that is the skin. Okay. We gonna get the SS flaps of skin. I get them around my eyes. I have one right here. And at first I thought that shit was sexy, girl. But it's part of the PCOS. Pelvic pain, sleep apnea. So you're gonna have all that when you have PCOS. They say that it's not a regular single test to diagnose PCOS. So you might need to go and get treated for it, test for it. They're going to do a medical history, a physical exam, a pelvic exam. That's a pap smear, blood test, maybe even an ultrasound. So you need to really go and see what they're doing, what's going on with you. Because, ladies, you are the only setback on yourself. Now you have the option and you have the goal set so you can go and do this weight loss thing. And I'm doing the same thing. And I'm going to be able, one of my goals after I graduate and get a job doing something else that I love to do, because I love to do radio too, it is to have another baby. I don't know who it's going to be by a child. I am so messy. But hopefully it's my husband. But that's one of my goals of losing weight is for me to actually have another baby. I want another baby. If it's not two, chick, I was taking them Clomid pills like they was fucking candy. I was popping them bitches like Skittles. So Clomid makes you have twins, a higher chance of twins and triplets, multiples. So these Perfect Me Sundays is about educating ourselves and seeing what's going on with us. Because if we don't do it, nobody else. And I'm not gonna blame my weight on no one but me. Because it's me that did it. So you guys have a nice Sunday. True Blood is in effect again. Oh, it's so good. Ciao. I will talk to you guys later. If I don't do shoegasm on Sunday, because I already got the shoes, honey. If I don't do it on Sunday, I'm going to definitely do a video on Saturday because I'm leaving out of the town. Out of the town. I am leaving out of the town. I'm leaving out of town to go see my ex-husband. I am so messy. I will talk to you guys later. I am loving you, and you should be loving me.